Open a deposit account in the JN Bank Savings Streams promotion and save monthly for a chance to win an all expenses paid trip to Peru. Enter now. The time by JN Bank Savings Streams promotion is...
The love. The love.
Big boy.
AKA Outcast, I gotta tell you. In their heyday, they were never the outcasts, let me tell you. So talented, so crafty, and really wonderful musicians.
One of my favorite albums of all time.
Awesome.
Did you know? It's one of my favorite albums of all time.
I know this one would have gotten your soul.
No, I mean the whole album, the Love Below, that whole album was a double album. Andre's side was amazing. Big Boy's side was amazing.
You know what I oftentimes wonder? I'm like, I wonder where's Andre 3000 this morning? I wonder where's Big Boy this morning? What are they doing? Because, you know, they would have come off the scene.
I saw him do an interview maybe last year before. It's like, and he's like, people asking, like, where's your new music? And I'm like, basically he was saying as if I'm just supposed to just produce new music out of nothing.
Yeah.
So like in my live life, he's older. Like what am I supposed to talk? What am I supposed to talk about? Like those young guys.
Life has a scene.
Right.
Talk about that.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
Like if I say like the young folks like them a rap and them can't even understand what I say. Like
me neither.
Like what am I supposed to do?
Me neither, Andre. So it's not your hearing, it's not your age. It's just different, and it's just crazy.
Yeah.
But sometimes I wonder about persons. It's like, where are they now? What are they doing? Where have they gone? So I oftentimes think about that. I oftentimes think about you guys. And of course, where you are, what you're doing. Are you enjoying the show? So grateful that you're here with us on a morning like this and each and every weekday morning. Always so grateful for your patronage and the support. And so we say big up on a nice, clean self and a resplendent morning to all of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is what you left me.
Hold on, no.
You left me, Dennis.
You?
No, Dennis is not me. People, crowd of people, good morning.
Are you?
Uncle Dennis and I, okay, right? Well, Dennis in his senior soup side, right? In his khaki, okay.
Yeah.
You have the cane? You still have the cane?
I do.
Okay, fabulous, okay. If one of that cane ever lick, let me tell you, stay lick, right? Yeah, with the metal tip, I gotta tell you. Right. We attended the swearing-in ceremony for the Honorable Prime Minister, Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness, right? Yes. Who was sworn in on Wednesday.
Right. I was working, so I was there from 1 o'clock.
And I attended with my very handsome husband.
Yes.
Right? Dennis said, Tuesday, I stand corrected, yes. Yesterday was the swearing-in of the cabinet, right? Dennis said to me, so I said, Dennis, Philip on the ground. What up? Dennis then says he's going to the reception, right? Me, so I said, okay. I said, all right, we're par. Dennis a par with me. Dennis left me. When I called Dennis, Dennis says, oh, me have a king's house. I'm like, Dennis, what are you doing at king's house? I'm over here.
All right.
Dennis set me up.
Okay, easy. And that's why they say there are two sides to every story. This is how it really went. So we spoke in the morning. And she did say that she would attend. And so I was there from early because I was on duty. I walk and I look for her in VIP, but I established that she was there. So I said, afterwards, we will link up. And I see people, I see all kind of people, and whatever. And then I called her and I said, are you coming to the reception? And she said, there's the crowd, and you know me and the crowd and the crowd and the crowd. And I said, I am going to walk over to Jamaica House, because it was the swearing in was at King's House, but it was actually at Jamaica House, the reception.
Yes.
So I said, I am going to walk because I can't take the traffic to go to car, drive around to Jamaica. I said, that don't make no sense. I'm going to walk. So I said, me and George, I walk. So we walk, we're there. And her response to me was, if we come over there, I call you. 1 hour past, no call. 2 hour past, no call.
I was in the place.
Hold on, no?
I was in the place.
Everywhere, and I was walking up and down.
Well, I guess you walked everywhere except right beside me and my husband. So
hold on, no. I was walking up and down. I don't see nobody, and I don't get no call, and I don't get no message. Hold on, no.
True, Dennis, I'm
people see me. Hold on, no. People see me.
Dennis, I remember where I come from.
Hold on, no. Hold on, no. People see me. Hey, oh, nice to see you. Where is Miss Kitty? Because guess what? If me there in New York and book somebody, they're going to ask me where's Miss Kitty, like it's supposed to be beside me.
Yeah, we're umbilically attached.
So I say, everybody for the night, I say, she's not here, you know, because you know she can't manage the crowd.
No, but I came.
And not one person that said to me, no, Miss here, she's over there.
Yeah. But I mean, I wasn't like a social butterfly.
Yeah.
I was there, and you know, I want to thank the Prime Minister for the invitation and the Governor General, His Excellency, it's just Sir Patrick Allen and Lady Allen.
Yes.
Such a wonderful gentleman and lady.
Yes.
Really, always great talking to them. I'm always just so honored and so humbled by their invitation and consideration. And I want to send a very special shout out to His Excellency this morning and to Lady Allen as well. Thank you so very much. And but yeah, it was a nice event.
It was.
And you know, I want to say big ups to some people from Lionel Town.
Lionel Town.
Listen to me, Dennis. They say they watch sunrise. Every morning, them love Dennis, them love Miss Kitty, them listen, they are tuned in.
Nice.
So to everybody, Lionel Town, Rocky Point, all are down there, so right, Clarendon, good morning to all of you. Mineral Heights, good morning to you. Coleyville in Manchester, good morning to you as well. Saw some folks from there. And I saw a gentleman and his beautiful wife yesterday, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, not Angelina and Brad, but Dennis and Josie. Yeah,
Dennis and Josie.
Josie Smith watches sunrise every morning. Him says, as a matter of fact, you know, anytime him want the channel to switch, he's like, nope, can't switch. Wherever Miss Kitty is, I'm there too. So
never switch.
And his
never,
wife actually
ever switch.
and his wife confirmed the same. So I would like to say good morning to Dennis and Josie Smith. Thank you for your support. Thank you also, Josie, for your understanding.
I met a mother and daughter combination. I met the mother at the reception, but the daughter was in Hanover.
Yeah.
The daughter was not there, but the mother said, look here, I need to video call my daughter.
Yes.
So I said, yeah, man, do the video call. And she took a video call. So it's Kedira Carr and her daughter, Dana Shea Campbell. They both live in Hanover.
Yeah.
And they are avid viewers of sunrise. Dana Shea, good morning. I told you I was gonna shout you out, you know, because guess what? They watch us every single morning. I met a young lady, very... You know those effervescent personalities? Those, I call them, in the same way that, you know, like a Joan Andrea Hutchinson was an offshoot, almost like a disciple of Miss Lou.
Yes.
There's a whole generation that has been spawned from the Miss Kitty influence.
Oh, wow.
Tamisha Brown.
Mikey Bennett calls me Miss Lou 2.0.
Yeah.
Hi, Mikey Bennett. Hi, Uncle Mikey.
Well, Tamisha Brown, a.k.a. the bougie baddie.
The bougie
the
baddie.
Bougie baddie or bougie baddie. Yeah. You can tell, like, you know what I'm looking, she could have been a MC for
things.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I feel like a bougie baddie in this dress.
No, man.
Yes, I do.
The dress is giving bougie
Hi,
baddie.
Dana's Locks. Love it.
Where?
When DJ Dana's Locks.
Dana's Locks?
Yes.
Oh, this is a new one.
Yes, she's new. Yes. And you know, Jane always finds me.
But like the dazzle my eye thing in the middle.
Thank you so very much, DJ.
Yeah.
That's why DJ gets
It's because all right. This is me talking fashion because I don't talk fashion. Okay, so here we have the lovely Kadeen Wilkinson stepping out in a
Dana's Lux.
long dress from
Dana's Lux.
From Dana's Lux. It has a beautiful sequins pattern to dazzle your eyes in there, and it also on the sleeve. The sleeve has a trimming that also has the same sequin pattern. It has a beautiful blue and yellow stone-cut appearance, but it is soft to the touch.
And very luxe.
And very form-fitting.
Yes.
It complements her well. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Kadeen Wilkinson.
Thank you. Thank you. It's New York Fashion Week, so it works.
You see why I don't talk close?
It works.
But I always tell you, no, me can't talk close.
It works. No, but you did well because you're bright. Don't worry about it. When you're bright, you get to with things. It's quite all right. No problem. But happy birthday. Today is September 18.
18.
Dennis, September 18.
It's September finished. Just write it down now. It's Halloween.
2025. Let me say good morning.
It's Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it is. Let me say good morning
We're
and
into the
happy
fall.
birthday to Druselle Mills,
Oh.
CVM journalist. Remember, we would have interviewed
Yeah.
her, right? Our local weather girl. Happy birthday to you. Hope you have a wonderful day. And also, it is my friend's birthday, sister friend, Audrey Reed. Audrey the Queen
hey,
Reed.
Audrey!
O-D, that is.
Yeah.
Audrey the Queen Reed. OD. It is her 40th birthday. Well, no, 30th birthday.
Yeah.
Today she's 30.
That's right.
We know her from theater.
Forever
We know her
young.
from the stage. We know her performing with Oliver. And of course, she is an acclaimed actress,
Yes,
an
she
acclaimed
is.
writer.
An
she
acclaimed
is mommy.
parent.
Yeah.
Yes.
She is absolutely amazing.
An acclaimed Facebook friend. Hey, she's nice. She's cool enough.
Audrey is just
Roots.
Roots, Dennis. You know what I mean?
Roots, yeah, man.
And with all her success, with all her accolades, she has never forgotten who she is. You know what I mean?
Article.
Big up Franklin Town every time. Audrey, we love you. We wish you all the best. Franklin Town, yeah. Franklin Town, where to come from. I don't remember the name, but she'll tell you the whole story.
Yeah.
But Audrey, we love you. Happy birthday, my love. I wish for you many more, and may God continue to bless you and keep you. Like her daughter, Dijonay, okay? And, Lijame, and her son, Omer. Omer, right. Not Amir, but Omer. Okay? I just Audrey good as that. Love you, my sweetie pie. Hope you live to see many more. And also, a wonderful lady that goes by the name of Deborah Harvey. Celebrating her 50. Listen, these women, tell the truth now, which part of Deborah 50? Dennis?
50
I told her,
what?
I said, Deborah, your age people, you're living in Ethiopia. You understand? Because you're on the Ethiopian calendar because
She's
you're like 40.
50?
Yeah. So that's
No, but she don't look like she could have been a big girl for me. Like in a high school, like me in a first farm and you in a upper school. No.
Listen, Deborah Harvey, happy birthday belatedly to you, my love. Happy
Big up, Miss
50th.
Harvey.
From Complete Sourcing, you are absolutely amazing, so professional and superb travel, darling. Always so superb. Hope you had a wonderful day, and we wish for you many more. May God continue to bless you richly, and may you always be healthy, wealthy, and strong.
Amen.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to kick off the show with some music.
Yeah.
To be strong, and we are the best you can. The world is out there, conquer your fears, and down your way too long. Yes, you got to be strong, and we are the best you can. The world is out there, conquer your fears, and down your way too long. Hi, how you doing? Long time I haven't seen you. Hope you're behaving yourself now like a good behaving citizen.
When right seems wrong and wrong seems right, just be careful, be strong. Whatever my eyes can see, my heart can feel. That's why
Sagicor, building trust for generations.
Celebrating 55 years.
The time by Sagicor is
6:15.
Crunch your craving with the value menu from KFC.
With combos starting at just $620. KFC, it's finger licking good.
Welcome to our place, where your imagination can blossom into something amazing.
Where you can get tertiary level education at a practical level.
Where you can be as creative as you dare.
Harnessing cutting-edge technology.
To create world-class entrepreneurs and critical thinkers.
Where even lecturers gain benefits from our experience.
Your place is the Vocational Training Development Institute, where tertiary level education and training is empowering and transforming lives.
You belong here!
Every day starts with care. Care that's always close. Supermed Family of Pharmacies is where you go for everything you need. From your morning routine to life's biggest moments. Supermed Family of Pharmacies is always by your side. Whether it's prescriptions or household essentials, trust the care that's close to home. Super happy, super healthy, Supermed.
And everybody with me, yeah. Me have to ask, why eat other snacks when sunshine has the best for you? Nature's best buns are crunchy. The flavor that sings to you. Salted banana and plantain. Taste the freshness, natural. It's sweet. The flavor that sings to you.
Ayo, nature's best bunch.
It's time.
Welcome to High School Pitchside. We have another fascinating episode for you.
More matches, more big clashes.
Let's talk about some of the big rivalries coming up this week.
More of your favorite features.
And trust me, you won't fall asleep in this history class.
And of course, we always want to hear from you.
Hear from your alma mater's players and coaches in Team Talk.
You know we can't leave you out. So send us your messages on social media and watch us react on FanView.
And you know we love a good little debate, right, Gio?
We've got you covered all season long on High School Pitchside.
High School Pitchside, your ultimate guide to all things schoolboy football, Thursdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
18 minutes after 6 o'clock. 18 minutes after 6 o'clock on this Thursday morning. That beautiful drone footage, of course.
Kingston City.
Showing you the sunrise over the city. You know, if I was to start a drone business, I would call it Droney K. Dawkins Drones. Morning, Droney K.
Hey, let me tell you, I never saw that coming at all.
I know.
Neither did I.
I am here listening,
Like, you know, you could have started, like, you have a Droney K.
Droney K. That's hot. That's
Droney
flossy.
K's drones.
That's actually flossy.
We'll look into it.
Look here, I have so much drone, they call me Droney K.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
You're looking spliffy.
Thank you, darling. Thank you so much.
What's the name of the place? The new name?
Daniel's Lux.
I like it.
It's a shop that's located in Eastwood Park Plaza, right?
Okay.
I think shop
one
number
of them new
2.
plaza
New
there?
Plaza, yeah.
Hey, Eastwood Park.
Nice.
Hold on, just that stretch.
She's open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. So if you leave work and need to go shop, I told her, and of course, you know, it's all Jane, right? So amazing, and she has wonderful pieces, especially too for plus size women, for fluffy ladies, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I feel look good and feel good. Because it's just like, give me right now, I just take Michael, I just want to Michael Leach in helicopter and just fly off somewhere. Which is right. Land on a yacht somewhere
Which is right.
off the Amalfi Coast. I just feel like doing For me, lunch in Santorini today. I just feel like that.
I said make you feel.
Yeah, make me feel like that. Yeah.
No, but I must say, like over the last few years, that stretch from the gas station right at Eastwood Park Road go right up has just transformed.
Yeah, truly.
It buzzes, and the foot traffic, you clearly, people are going there. You have lots of little restaurants in the first plaza, but like there's like maybe 3.
I was passing there the other day and I was saying, boy, you know, to have vision is a hell of a thing, right?
Yes.
And it's so important because I remember when that area was just bush or all
dead,
some derelict buildings, you know, just space, you know?
Yeah.
And just to see how it has been transformed, it's amazing.
And because day and night, because of the opening hours, it's always busy.
Absolutely.
Yes. So
I know half a tree really sleep.
So the result is that clearly it was needed.
Yeah.
It was needed.
Yeah. So Dania's Lux makes you feel Lux. Yeah, I got a tall girl.
The
what
Lux
else is
life.
The white pants, pretty Lux with the white boot today.
Dennis. Once with Dennis, I don't wonder where Dennis walk. Because Dennis white shoes there is
always white. With the H.
And when you use Dennis?
No, man, you see like when we go home now, we just clean it, wipe it down with the things them, and just
put him up. Which is right.
Always. No, I like to say a man in nice shoes. You see me a man shoes, when you booty lead, me not trust you. Something right.
I had different white shoes.
I
had a different white shoes.
Man, ladies, pay attention to a man's shoes, belt, and watch. You see what I'm saying? You see him belt all a strip.
The chippy belt is a telltale sign. I always tell my students, ladies, that chippy belt.
Yeah,
the telltale sign.
And I know some man shoes will lean, you know what I mean? But you said lean, you're mean to yourself. You're gonna be mean to me. I don't afraid of you.
Lean boot is a lean boot is a mean
boot. Yeah, lean boot with fling. Me just spread out.
Well, you know where there was no lean boot and no chippy belts.
None tall.
New cabinet appointed people. Yes. Jamaica's new cabinet has been sworn in at King's House with Prime Minister Andrew Holness announcing a refreshed slate of ministers, including both new faces and returning members. Among the appointees is Ambassador Audrey Marks, newly elected Member of Parliament for Manchester North East, who makes her debut in cabinet. She has been assigned as Minister without portfolio in the office of the Prime Minister, with responsibility for efficiency, innovation, and digital transformation. Robert Montague, who resigned 2 administrations ago, has been reappointed as Minister without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Infrastructure Development, responsible for land titling and settlements. Dr. Andrew Wheatley also returns, taking on science, technology, and special projects as Minister without portfolio in the Office of the Prime Minister. Notably absent from the new lineup is former Legal and Constitutional Affairs Minister Marlene Malahoo Fort, as that ministry is set to be joined with the Justice Ministry. Other key portfolios remain unchanged, with Williams at Finance, Bartlett at Tourism, Dr. Christopher Tufton at Health and Wellness, Olivia Babsy-Grange also continues at Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport.
Okay.
An interesting balance of continuity and change, as you'd expect. There were speculations as to where you're going to go differently. There are several projects that persons might have said were going well, and so you'd want that continuity. I heard one commentator elsewhere saying that sometimes in terms of good governance, you just need it don't need for exciting. Sometimes just can you just give us boring, steady, just continue? And I thought, I can see.
If it's not broke, why fix it, right? And obviously, there are some persons I'm thinking that the Prime Minister would have thought they're doing well in their role, they understand it, and also it's as you said, then it's continuity.
Right.
You know, they would have started certain things, and so sometimes you don't have to necessarily shift a cabinet to have efficacy, right? And so I do understand it, and it's natural, you know.
I'm still looking out for the appointment of state ministers.
Yes, that's the part.
To finish it.
Yeah.
So I can see.
I think that's coming next week.
Possibly.
Is that going to be announced
so
next
I can see some degree of long-term continuity. I'm still looking out for that.
Yes.
Yeah? So today will be the swearing in of MPs and senators
for the opposition.
So the entire House of Representatives and the Senate will be sworn in today. So it's going to be a full house at Gordon House today. Yeah, it's not. It's for the record. It's not a ceremonial opening of Parliament, but it is the full swearing in of everybody. So there's going to be lots of media there.
And speaking about the opposition, Mark
the
Golding,
the opposition senators.
Yeah, opposition senators.
Yeah, some new faces there as well.
Yes, and Mark Golding was also at the swearing in on Tuesday. But just to also note that today is also a big day for the PNP in PNP's history.
Yes, the anniversary.
The anniversary of the formation of the People's National Party by Norman Washington Manley.
Some people would challenge that, you know, in terms of the historians. And
you know, some of the book them said, though,
No.
I don't read.
No, just
so only born, they never did it. Never did it them time there. I have birth paper. Just if you didn't get it, just come to me. But based on what the historians in the book, because as a person who reads voraciously, that's what I read.
No, all right.
What the historians saying?
No. What I'm saying is, in terms of, okay, so there was a cohort of people who would have formed it. And them say, Norman, you lead it. You're the best person to lead it. You understand? Because, and I'm just saying that, like, you hear the names off the top of my head, but like O.T. Fairclough and like lots of names of people who were.
But I'm the general. We have support staff. They have the general.
Right.
But so now I'm the general.
Right. So, but I always find it fascinating. Like in the beginning of the organization, like all the political parties that we've seen, like who were the people who wrote the Constitution and said, this is our party, this is what we stand for.
Norman Washington Manley.
Norman Washington was at the forefront.
Very seminal. Played a very seminal role.
Yeah. But big up to all the other, the people who were there and said, Norman, lead this. So
to the PNP, congratulations.
Happy birthday.
Anniversary?
Happy birthday.
It's the birthday.
Birthday, right?
Yeah. Okay. Power.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're talking about happy birthdays. We have a group.
Much, right? To progress. I got to that's still in my brain. Yeah.
We have a group not so happy. And that is our next
They're
headline.
marching. That's why they're marching.
Children's Hospital construction paused due to wage strike. Construction work came to a halt on Wednesday at the site of the Western Children and Adolescent Hospital after Chinese workers walked off the job, reportedly over unpaid wages. The workers arrived as usual around 7 a.m., but instead of starting their tasks, they displayed a sign reading, "Need money, no work," and then left the site. Attempts by reporters to speak with the workers were unsuccessful as they refused to respond and kept their distance. Calls to project manager Joseph Lewis also went unanswered. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton noted that the hospital project is a gift from the Chinese government and the Chinese authorities are managing the workers. He explained that the Jamaican government is not involved in employment or payment arrangements for the Chinese laborers. The Western Children and Adolescent Hospital is expected to be completed later this year at a cost of 800 million Jamaican dollars. Once finished, it will house 220 beds and serve as a leading pediatric hospital in the country or in the Caribbean.
I'm quite pleased to see how far it is.
Yes.
It was in watching the footage and seeing the reportage that I realized, wow, it's soon done. I won't say much. I would say that, you know, when you see Chinese workers on a project protesting, you know it must be really serious because, you know, they're very dutiful to their tasks and they're going to stick it out. So, I mean,
just hope it's resolved quickly.
Yeah, as it is, but as was clarified, it's not GOJ paying them. And so, you know, they have their right.
The contractor just needs to sort it out so that the men can get back to work, so that we can get the hospital and get them ready. I've never seen a Chinese protest. You know, it was
Chinese worker protest.
I was like,
whoa, it must be really serious.
And we definitely want work to continue and be completed because it's a pretty important project.
No, but imagine the difference. Imagine the pressure that it will ease off of Bustamante.
Exactly.
Like, we don't properly appreciate the magnitude of this. And so even from its ethos, so many years ago, I remember hearing Portia Simpson Miller, former Prime Minister, the most honorable Mrs. Simpson Miller, speaking about having another children's hospital and the need for it and plans for it. And so the talk of this has been in the pipelines for a long time. And so when it comes to fruition, it's going to be a huge difference.
And especially the ease on Bustamante, yes, but also there's just something about having access to something on the other end of the island.
Yes,
so those
absolutely.
players
Every
don't
minute
have to
come to Kingston, come to Kingston, come to Kingston. Everybody always say, everything is in Kingston.
As I tell people, Kingston is not Jamaica, right? And there are so many parents and children who often suffer and sometimes die because they can't get access to the care and the distance and the cost as well.
Yes.
So TK, to come from Mobile to town and a $2
exactly.
and to be back and forth. And
sometimes 20 minutes neither.
Thank you very much. And also sometimes, whatever is happening with your child, it's not a one-day thing. It's weeks and months sometimes, you know? So,
And there's a lot of hidden illness that will come out when people have greater access.
Yes.
Because so you're going to ask, so what all of them people that did there?
They were there.
They were at home and they just didn't go to that healthcare facility.
Yeah, because they couldn't afford it. But I got to tell you, it's a lot.
Well, that's what I have for you this morning. That's what I have for you this morning. And I'll see you again.
You did go dingy funeral? You did go dingy?
You mean the one where I'm going headway dingy?
The mortuis nil nisi modum.
No, I'm going to go down. You have put him too far up. Oh,
where your dingy's funeral?
Condolences to Dingy family.
Oh, my goodness.
But you hear why Dingy gonna?
Why?
Oh, you never hear the why?
No.
We'll talk about it in the break.
See the rest of these
We'll talk about it in the break.
That's it for our Thursday headlines. More Money Masterclass, right? More with Money Masterclass with Sir Carlton. Dingy, I tell my tongue, I got to tell you. Dingy, go down, please, all right? And Money Masterclass is brought to you by
JN Bank.
We have more up next right here on Sunrise.
Lawyers and householders. Access the Hart NSTA Trust Skills Registry today to employ trained and certified skilled professionals. The time by Hart is
6:30.
It's time.
Welcome to High School Pitchside. We have another fascinating episode for you.
More matches, more big clashes.
Let's talk about some of the big rivalries coming up this week.
More of your favorite features.
And trust me, you won't fall asleep in this history class.
And of course, we always want to hear from you.
Hear from your alma mater's players and coaches in Team Talk.
You know we can't leave you out. So send us your messages on social media and watch us react on FanView.
And you know we love a good little debate, right, Gio? We've got you covered all season long on High School Pitchside.
High School Pitchside, your ultimate guide to all things schoolboy football, Thursdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV. It's a Schoolboy Football 2025 Round 1 kicks on Saturday, September 20 from St. Elizabeth Technical High School. The big derby takes the spotlight. St. Elizabeth Technical lock horns with longtime rivals Monroe College in a St. Elizabeth derby. CVM TV, CVMTV.com and CVM TV on YouTube bring you the fever pitch atmosphere at 3:30 p.m. Before that, BB Coke takes on Sydney Pagan STEM at 1 p.m. in another St. Elizabeth derby. See it happen live and exclusive on CVM TV, CVMTV.com and CVM TV on YouTube. That's Stets versus Monroe College at 3:30 p.m. and BB Coke versus Sydney Pagan STEM at 1 p.m.
When opportunity comes knocking, grab it. When I got my piece of land, I saw more than just soil. I saw a future. With a JN Bank small business loan, I grew that dream and built a better life for my family.
Start your journey with a JN Small Business Loan with small business loans as little as $10,000 and up to $4 million. Visit jnbank.com or contact us on WhatsApp at 876-295-1298.
I gotta tell you, it's a beautiful Thursday morning. Good morning to each and every one of you. If you're just
Morning,
tuning in, rise up. Yes, it's Thursday. One more day. Just all the order.
Almost there.
Almost there. It's almost Saturday. I know the feeling. When I woke up this morning, Dennis, I said, may I search up my brain today again? All right, Thursday. All right, one more day, guys. One more day. Just hold it together. But guess what? We're always here to hold your hand and to keep your company. So welcome back to Sunrise. It's time for Money Masterclass, brought to you by
JN Bank.
That's right. And today we have a currency Q&A, question and answer, for our financial educator, Carlton. We'll hear from a young sunriser who just got her first credit card and wants to avoid the common pitfalls that many new credit card holders face. So please check it out.
Hi, Sunrisers. I just got my first credit card and I was very excited about having an extra layer of financial freedom. But after hearing Carlton's story about when he got his first card, I'm a little nervous. What should I be doing to make sure that I don't get into any problems with it?
Some Carlton frightener. Basically, Carlton frightener.
Which is good. Which is good.
You have to drop some fear for people to understand and get the information that they need.
True.
So let's jump into it this morning. So the first thing I want you to know is that the credit card is not free money.
Yes.
It's not your money. Yeah, you're getting access to credit. You're getting a loan. It's literally a loan. So if you take a loan, you should repay the loan. That's basically it. It gives you a layer of convenience. I heard you mention a layer of financial freedom, really, but it's really convenience. You're not free. It's convenience. And that is what we need. The world is changing very, very fast, yeah? And you may say, me not like credit card, me not want any. I know somebody on this side who generally says it very often. Me not like credit card, I cash me like. But if you intend to travel to first world countries, second world countries, I don't know if you have second and a half world countries, I don't know. But most countries that you go to, they do not accept cash. Or it's much more convenient. Through the airport, you need a card. You go to most restaurants overseas, you need a card. Most
or
stores,
you wash plate if you don't have
you need a card. You can wash some plate. So it gives a layer of convenience. But before you get it and you feel so excited, a few things I want you to consider. Yeah? And I know we have done credit card maybe 2 years ago when I check it, but we have new sunrisers every single day that comes on. And even though myself and then Miss Kitty may talk about it very often, we have our sunrisers who want to know as well. So number one, I want you to understand the terms, the conditions, the fees. The credit card companies and or the banks generally give you a very long paper in the mail that comes with your card with a 1 million terms and conditions. And it's sometimes difficult for you to read and understand them. But a key things to look for, things like the terms, the fees that they will charge, the interest rate of the credit card, that is important. You want to understand the per annum, meaning the rate per year, and not just what they quote for the per month figure. So if you look on your credit card, sometimes it will tell you 4%. I say PM, P.M. It's really per month.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you look, you say, oh, 4%, but that's not bad. But it's actually 48%, for example. The average card knows about 40 to 50, about 6% right now, roughly. That's a lot of interest. So you want to understand what impact that will have on any balance. Number two, your credit limit and your spending limit. Sometimes we think that then it's the bigger credit limit we have, it adds some value. You know, it feel like, yeah, I get a $2 million credit card, yeah, a $3 million credit card, for example. But my rule of thumb is, whatever limit that you are getting on a card, if your salary is not able to repay within a month or two, it is too high for you. So please ensure that you peg your credit card limit to the income that you are able to find and to pay monthly. Sometimes the banks may give you a much bigger credit card limit and you may feel prestigious, but that does not mean that is your spending limit, your personal limit. The bank give you $500,000 as your limit, but what can you repay monthly? Can you repay the $5,000 monthly from your salary?
If you cannot, not sure, you have to know what you're doing.
You have to know. Example is if you're somebody who have your hustle, is somebody, different things come up from time to time, do not do that. You want to set your own limit, as I mentioned. So in your budget, you want to know that, hey, I'm going to run my expenses through my card, for example. And I recommend that, by the way, because you know that when you use your debit card more than your credit card, you're at a risk of being what we Jamaicans call chopped, right? For your card to be scammed. When your debit card is scammed, most banks will take maybe 60 days to give you back your money. If the credit card is scammed because it's the bank's money, they work harder and faster, yeah? So you want to ensure that you use your credit card more, but have it under control. Number 3, know your payment schedule and the due date. So most credit cards, they will give you a few days, like a 45 days window to repay the balance. That is something good. So if you have large expenses sometime, if you know the date that it is due, you can split up over 2 months, which is a good little hack. We can get to that at some point. But you want to know the due date of your credit card, because if you miss that credit card payment date by 1 minute after 12 o'clock midnight, dog eat your supper.
That's where the interest kick in.
The interest kick in.
Okay.
So sometimes you may think that it's due on the 2nd, but really on the 1st. You can go to the bank and say, I thought it was the 2nd, you know, I'm only 1 day late.
So, all right, watch me now, Carlton. So let's just say most Jamaicans will get paid on the 25th, Dennis, right? Set the card for me based on the fact that I get paid on the 25th. So you must, when is my spending period and when I should make sure I pay?
Well, so most banks have a standard date on the card when the cycle ends.
Yeah.
Some is linked to when you activated that credit card. So you must now be quite aware, all right, I want my payment to be due at the end of the month.
Yes.
So I will not activate my card until maybe the start of the month, so I get my 25-day window.
Yes.
So you must know, or you can ask the bank, when is your cycle date on the card? Because most banks have a fixed cycle date to make it better. So you must ask those questions as well, when it is.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be out here, the credit card due the 15th of the month, and you get paid the 30th.
That's what I'm saying.
Dog,
you
eat
see
your supper between those time periods. If the due date comes and you don't have money to repay it, you want to ask those questions, please.
But like, all right, so in terms of the schedule and the cycle and the this and the that, explain, for instance, when you get the date on the credit card bill that you get, but you don't get it physically anymore. I guess you get it in email, right? Right, but with the date on the bill versus the date when it is due. All of that, is there a discrepancy? Like, what are the important dates that you have to pay?
All right, so generally, there are 2 dates on your card, the cycle date. So most credit cards run in maybe 25 or 30-day cycle, for example. So if it is that you use the card between the 1st of, what month are we in? September.
Yes.
Let me use August. The 1st of August to the end of August. That's a 30-day cycle.
Yeah.
So everything used between that date, I'll give you 15 days to repay it. So by the 15th of September, you'll be due, which is that 45-day window. Yeah? So while it ends on the 30th, the cycle date ends on the 30th of August, which is 30 days from when the month starts.
Right.
They give you until the 15th. It doesn't mean you have to wait until the 15th, you know. If you get paid August 30, pay your credit card balance on the 30th of August. Sometimes persons will see, I get extra days, which is good. But if your salary does not coincide with the date that the bank has given you for the due date, use when you get paid. And don't depend only on the extra days that the banks will give you. So your cycle day, some is 25 days, some is 30 days. So whatever you use between the 1st of the month, the 25th of the month, is due 15 days after. Or whatever you use on the 1st of the month, the 30th of the month, is due 15 days after.
But what happens if you got paid on the 22nd, 23rd? You pay your credit card for, in your mind, for August. But then you were using you used it between the
23rd and the 30th.
Yeah. So that now due...
The 15 days, because you were in the cycle.
So in your mind, you pay off your credit card bill.
Nita, you see what me talk about? Remember when I do maths? And then something stress me.
But then you go back a Price Mart and you use...
I'm going to go to Price Mart. Because I'm going to shop. I'm going to shop because I get fruits. I need to get fruits. And I don't remember that I bought the fruits. You understand? On that day. And Christmas is coming, so I'm going to buy my comfort to them. And Mason and something. That is why I like my money.
No,
I can't manage it.
But I'm telling you, if you understand Miss Kitty and Dennis, you cycle the card, it is workable.
And then after you pay it, then you just don't use the card no more.
So then it's never to write down every time I'm a shop, sir?
No, man. All right, so I'm telling you, if you know from the get-go, anything you use on the 1st of the month, the 30th of the month, is due whatever. That is something workable.
But as Dennis
so you have a month of shopping.
I'm pay the 22nd, but I go back to Price Mart, I go buy something, buy a shirt for Boston, buy a pants, buy a... I remember.
You remember?
No. I've got to live it.
You just swipe the card.
Me?
But I want you to understand that is how it works. So if you're going to take the card, you must understand how it works.
Use the debit card for the
Yeah, use the debit card after that, Miss Kitty. Use the debit card next 3 days until and jump back in September now.
I think the people
Too much financial gymnastics.
Hold on, all of the bank never watch this, and I say, we can tell them two there. Don't use credit card. Even the question they will be asked,
we don't like them too there. We don't like you too there.
No, but guess what? We are who they want to be able to convince because we are the average customer. I'm telling you, they're just afraid to say it.
And the reality is, the ignorance of somebody when you lead to the credit card is benefit to the institution.
Yeah.
Because if it is that, then it's you never even know. Say if you use the 20 term, it's going to impact you by within the payment cycle. Hey, smile.
Yeah.
Smile to the bank right now. You feel like a champ right now. You don't smile to the bank right now. Honestly, the payment amount. So on the credit card as well, you will have your statement balance. So you use for the month $200,000, for example. The bank will say you can pay a minimum amount of 5% of the amount, which is about $10,000 is 5% roughly.
I'm going to me for when he said that. You want me to calculate?
Calculate the 5% of $200,000 is about $10,000. So you are seeing the balance that you should pay. $200,000 is what you owe, but you can only pay $10,000. You feel nice? You say, oh, me use $200,000, I just only pay $10,000. And that's a mistake that sometimes most persons will make. You pay the minimum, which is good. So the bank will not charge you any late fees, etc. But best believe that the full balance on the card, the full interest will be charged. Next month, that cycle of problem starts. Let's close out quickly. Security and protection. Keep your physical card safe now, please. If you go to buy gas, hold your card, tap it yourself.
Yes.
You go to the restaurant, do not let the server take your card and go somewhere swipe the card. Go with them.
Yes.
Because once somebody has your credit card number and the back your CVV number, that is it. They have access to your entire limit. They have access to every single thing. So do not let your card come out. I know some of you go to the restaurant and you feel nice. You just send the card with the server to come and swipe the card. Don't do that. Most banks have a key app that you put the card in, digitally that is, which protects the CVV number at the back. So a random scammer sometimes it's much harder for them to actually chop your card. And last but not least, ask about any rewards on your card, because since you're using it, you want to get something out of it as well. But thanks so much for asking the question, and it reminds me how important this segment is. And persons, even though we teach it maybe every 6 months, you have new viewers, you have persons who are just coming into the financial space who wants the information. So send your questions for me, please. Maybe we can do some more Q&A for the next couple of Thursdays.
I like that.
Yeah, to see what our sunrisers are actually asking and what they want information on.
And even those of us who are in the space, Carlton, it's always good to get a refresher.
Always good to get a refresher.
Yeah, thank you. So it's Carlton G Stew on all platforms. Feel free to reach out. Thank you very much, guys.
One thing, every time we have the credit card conversation, I say, I wonder. I say, I wonder. But then by the time we go to the break, it's like,
no bother.
That was Money Masterclass. And guess what? It was brought to you this morning by JN Bank. Guess what? Sunrise will be right back.
I am made for more. That's why I got a JN Bank small business loan to open my salon and build my dream with my style. Now I am my own boss, popping my own style and trending up.
Start your journey with a JN Bank Small Business Loan. With small business loans with as little as $10,000 and up to $4 million. Visit JNBank.com or contact us on WhatsApp 876-295-1298 to get started. JN Bank, we will help you find a way. When opportunity comes knocking, grab it. When I got my piece of land, I saw more than just soil. I saw a future. With a JN Bank Small Business Loan, I grew that dream and built a better life for my family.
Start your journey with a JN Small Business Loan with small business loans as little as $10,000 and up to $4 million. Visit jnbank.com or contact us on WhatsApp at 876-295-1298 to get started.
Hello, students. As we begin this exciting new school year, I want to take a moment to welcome you all back and to remind you how important it is to do your part to keep yourselves and your friends safe this year. School is a place for learning, growing, and having fun with your friends. But remember, it's also a place where you need to stay alert and look out for each other. Here are a few simple tips to help keep you safe. Be aware of your surroundings when traveling. Keep your phones, technological devices, and money out of sight. Walk in groups. Avoid isolated paths and be cautious of strangers. Always inform your parents or guardians of your whereabouts. If you're experiencing bullying or if you see others being bullied, report it to your parents or teachers. If something about a situation doesn't feel right, or if someone makes you uncomfortable, trust your instincts and tell a trusted adult. And remember, if you ever need help, or if you know a friend or classmate who does, you can always call us at the Child Protection and Family Services Agency on our 211 Child Abuse Hotline. We're here for you. Have a fantastic school year. Stay safe and take care of each other.
Get home with NHT. More possibilities. Get home with NHT. Turn a dream home into reality. From vision to foundation for many generations. Home buyer or home builder. Get to your destination. Get home with NHT. More possibilities. Get home with NHT. The key to your home.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for staying with us here on Sunrise. And if you have never been here, if it's your first time, welcome to the family.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for us. It's always a pleasure to have you. And please do remember to spread the word, log on, listen in. And do remember, just tell everybody and be here Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Now, if you've ever dealt with dry, itchy, irritated skin, you know it's no joke. And oftentimes you've heard this word, eczema. E-C-Z-E-M-A, yes, eczema. It affects millions worldwide. And this morning, we're clearing up the confusion about this particular skin condition. Joining us this morning is at the dermatologist's desk, is consultant dermatologist at the Skin Institute of Jamaica, Dr. Jason Thomas. Good morning, Doc. How are you?
Morning, Doc.
Morning.
Wonderful. Well,
thanks, I'm fine.
let me just tell you that Jason is a dear friend of mine in whom I'm very proud, and he takes skincare so seriously. And you know, one of those doctors who have
you
the
ever
heart
interviewed him before?
Yes,
like
I have.
Oversaw?
Yes, I have.
No,
yes,
no,
I have.
okay.
Yes, I have. Very knowledgeable, very talented, gifted if you ask me. Like Jason Brighton, want to take out him bright this and sell it. Like if you package it and sell it.
I'm not purple, right?
Yeah.
I'm not purple.
No, but I'm related to the Purple School. Yes. I'm from Clarendon, Glenmuir High.
Yes.
So, Jason, thank you so much for being here,
Thanks
Doc.
for having me.
And it's great to be here. Now, a lot of parents, myself included, we've heard eczema and they're dealing with eczema, especially now and back to school time. What exactly is eczema and what causes it?
Okay, so when most people use eczema colloquially, they're really talking about atopic dermatitis. And for the purpose of this interview, I'll just refer to it as eczema. So really, atopic dermatitis or eczema has to do with those conditions that are pro-allergic. So like asthma, hay fever, eczema. And it's a chronic inflammatory condition. And it is relapsing and remitting. It can have exacerbations throughout into even adulthood. And really, the hallmark of eczema is itching. So it itches first, and then you have the rash afterwards. And there's actually the concept of the atopic march, which says if you have eczema in childhood and asthma, then you're more likely to get food allergies and other pro-allergic type conditions in the future. Yeah.
But I'm interested in the angle where it changes with time. Because, for instance, I had eczema really bad when I was younger, in my teens, going to high school, and it manifested differently than it manifests now. Now, I find that I have in my fingers in these areas, I have periods of intense dryness, and it strips, and then there are times when it's fine.
Yeah.
It's just gone.
So that's pretty much what happens. So as a youngster, when you're just born, so most people will have eczema. 85% of the cases will be in the first year of life, and up to 95% by 5 years of life. So really what happens is, if you picture the skin cells as like a brick wall or a concrete wall, and the cells at the lower level are always dividing and pushing up the ones further up. So at the top layer now, there's for the purposes of simplicity, there are moisturizing factors around those dead skin cells. So in eczema, you lose that moisturizing factor at the top layer. So you have increased water loss, so you have dry skin.
Right.
And because of that dryness, you have inflammation that ensues. So the skin barrier is breached, allergens, irritants go into the skin and sets off that inflammation. So the hallmark feature, itching, then dryness. So the key to treating eczema is tons of moisturizers.
Yes.
So in the pediatric population, it's more wet, weepy, blistery, crusty. And then because you're scratching, the skin is resilient and it wants to protect itself. So over time, it gets thickened and drier. So that's why you get that thickness as it goes on into life.
I used to have it a lot, right here.
So, Doc, all right, so a lot of parents, as again, because my baby also suffers from it, and it is very heart-rending as a mommy or as a parent when you say itching, mommy itching, and they're going into it. And because obviously they don't know how to gauge it, sometimes it bleeds, right? It can. What can parents do to alleviate this? Or I don't know, is there a cure for it? Or what can we use to help to alleviate some of the discomfort for the children?
Okay, so real fact, there are no cures so far, but since the last 20 years or so, there are numerous medications that have come out that are targeting specific pathways in inflammation. So for eczema, the key is to not let the skin dry out. So tons of moisturizers. They have actually found in some studies that if you know that, for example, even if you or your spouse don't have eczema, but if you have asthma or hay fever, your child will likely get eczema. So it's not that you cause it, but it's more likely that it's possible. And if you moisturize that baby's skin, like generous amount of moisturizers in the first year of life, they're less likely to get eczema. So that's one thing you could do. Another thing is gentle skincare, nothing too harsh on the skin. So like I tend to tell people Dove, Aveeno,
simple soap.
Cetaphil, those are really good.
Emulsifying ointment.
Emulsifying, excellent.
Some of the products are very expensive, especially the ones for babies. But
if you think about
the soaps, sometimes it manifests in the fabric, the detergents that we use.
So hypoallergenic detergents, and even certain fabrics you can't use. So the skin is very sensitive to it. And also, don't use a lot of colored, scented stuff. So, and even yourself, let's say you're getting ready in the room, don't have the child in the room. Like if you spray cologne, that can also...
body spray.
Exactly. Pets, animals around, so dander here, dust mites. So it's a lot of stuff that can set it off. And actually, eczema is more popular or more prone in people who live in the urban setting than for the rural folk.
What is about the urban
there are a lot more irritants and pollutants in the atmosphere.
So country for all of you see that? But Doc, let me ask you, because again, a lot of parents, you see this thing on your child, but you don't know. How do we differentiate between eczema and something else? Because I don't like to self-diagnose. You're the one that's the graduate, you're the doctor, you're the consultant. Can we come to Skin Institute?
Yes.
Where?
So Skin Institute is at 129 Pro Medical Center in Ligani, and I'm also at the National Chest Hospital where I'm the consultant dermatologist as well. But the reason why I said, for the purpose of the talk, I would say eczema for atopic derm is that there are a plethora of conditions that also mimic eczema. So as you said, it's best to come to the dermatologist. But as I say, the hallmark feature is itching first, then rash after. The skin will be very dry. For the pediatric population, it tends to like this area of the face, and then it extends the surfaces.
And
as it gets,
same way.
And as you get older, it becomes more flexural and more lichenified, which resemble lichen, which is a tree bark. And it's really a clinical diagnosis. So when you come in here to me, oh, doc, my baby has been itching and scratching, and I see the skin rash, I can just diagnose it there and then. And most people these days think eczema is like, not only because most people grow it out, but you guys see the more milder cases, we see more chronic and more recalcitrant cases. So education goes a long way. It's chronic, it won't go away. You have to remind them of that. There's also the psychosocial component. Again, most Jamaicans will see the milder cases, we see the more severe cases. Sometimes children can't go to school, they can't function in school, they're prone to depression, they're sitting at home, more prone to obesity. You also have to educate them about moisturizing. Some people don't even believe when I say moisturize the skin. Like,
that's a lotion make them hot.
Yes.
And sticky.
And I say, yes, it's Jamaica, I understand, but it goes a long way. Even with sunscreen usage, for those who have lupus, I tell them, listen, using sunscreen daily is more therapeutic than giving anything else that I'm giving you, because the first step in lupus being activated is sunlight hitting the skin causing inflammation. So protecting the skin is key.
I think we need another checkup.
We need that checkup.
Dr. Jason Thomas, dermatologist, consultant dermatologist. We have another checkup because I know people out there have vitiligo, as you do as well, and that's something that we want to talk about, as well as some other skin conditions. Oftentimes, Dennis, we go to the ophthalmologist, we go do ENT, we do gynecologist, but oftentimes we forget about the skin, and dermatology is very important.
And
so, Doc, thank you.
We have a lot of skin to consider.
A lot of skin. It's the biggest organ on our body, so we have to take it into consideration. But Doc, thank you so much for sharing, and thank you so much for being here with us this morning. TK is up next with the morning news.
To our place where your imagination can blossom into something amazing.
Where you can get tertiary level education at a practical level.
Where you can be as creative as you dare.
Harnessing cutting edge technology.
To create world-class entrepreneurs and critical thinkers.
Where even lecturers gain benefits from our experience.
Your place is the Vocational Training Development Institute, where tertiary level education and training is empowering and transforming lives.
You belong here!
Experience the art of living insurance with JN Life. The time is
7 a.m.
Need to replace or amend your exam certificate? The Overseas Examinations Commission can help. The local service charges $3,960 Jamaican dollars. Apply using our new service portal, OEC Online. With OEC Online, you can pay for our services from anywhere, right at your fingertips. Locate us at 6 Manhattan Road, Kingston 5, or 18 Queens Drive, Montego Bay, or call 876-618-3721, or visit our website at overseasexams.org.jm. The OEC, your trusted partner for certificate services.
My name is Dahoni Adlam. I am 35 years of age.
I'm Ruby Smith. I'm 83 years of age. The house, what I really been into, it wasn't wholesome.
My house got burned down. It was terrible. I lost everything in the fire.
Ready?
I sleep so happy.
I'm happy that I have somewhere again. The new social housing program, I am happy because it gives me a second chance and others as well.
The government, through the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, is building hope, one home at a time.
Welcome to Morning News. I'm TK Dawkins. The Prime Minister has announced his cabinet, and there are already some noticeable changes. Among them, the absence of former Legal and Constitutional Affairs Minister Marlene Malahou-Fort and 2 returning faces to modified roles. But with the axe coming down on some popular names and several fresh faces making it to the Senate, anticipation is high ahead of the start of the new parliamentary term on Thursday.
From the onset, the Prime Minister's push and expectation of his newest cabinet was clear.
The truth is that the major challenges that Jamaica faces, crime, housing, education, energy, infrastructure, digital transformation, they all cut across multiple ministries. Success will not come from working in silos, but from collaboration and synergy. Our people will not measure us by how well we protect our portfolios, but by how well we work as one cabinet, as one government, as one Jamaica.
His message intended for not just those looking on, as he pledges to take Jamaica to the next level of growth and governance, but to the men and women he had appointed to serve the country in critical roles. 18 members of his party will serve the country in critical portfolios, but none by former Legal and Constitutional Affairs Minister Marlene Malahoo Fort, who championed the cause for Jamaica's republic status in the previous cabinet. In fact, her ministry is now added to the justice portfolio. Then, 2 former cabinet members booted under controversial circumstances years past have returned. Western St. Mary MP Robert Montague is now without portfolio in the Ministry of Economic Growth and Infrastructure, formerly the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation. His colleague, Dr. Andrew Wheatley, returns as Minister without portfolio in the Office of the Prime Minister, responsible for science, technology, and special projects. All other ministers retained their posts, with notable mentions including Dr. Horace Chang for National Security, Fayval Williams in Finance and the Public Service, Darrell Vaz returns to Transport, Telecommunications and Energy, Floyd Green back in Agriculture, and Dr. Christopher Tufton prescribed a second time to Health. Meanwhile, over in the Senate, 3 new faces have appeared. Among them, noted businessman and philanthropist Keith Duncan, attorney-at-law Rosemary Bennett Cooper, and son of former Senate President Tom Tavares Finson, Christian Tavares Finson. Kamina Johnson-Smith, Aubin Hill, and Dr. Dana Morris Dixon retaining their previous posts, having been sworn in as senator prior to their ministerial appointments today. This time around, there is no psychiatrist Dr. Sophia Longmore in the Senate. Neither is there a Senator Delroy Williams, nor a Senator Delano Seavright, as both men will now sit in the lower house. As will their colleague, entrepreneur and ambassador Audrey Marks, who won the Manchester Northeastern seat previously held by the retired Audley Shaw. Returning to the upper house will be Shireen Golding Campbell, Abka Fitzhenley, Dr. Elan Thompson, Marlon Morgan, Charles Sinclair, and Tom Tavares Finson. The executive is expected to be rounded out with ministers of state. There was no indication when those will be named.
And heavy rainfall in Montego Bay Wednesday afternoon left sections of the city flooded. The downpour lasted for approximately 75 minutes. CVM News understands at least 1 vehicle was swept away. It's unclear if there were occupants in the Mark X when it was swept away by floodwaters. In the meantime, several vehicles were seen partially covered along the Catherine Hall Stadium Road. Forecasters say the rain is expected to continue into Friday. Over to sports now. Jamaica's young Sunshine Girls are now in Gibraltar for Friday's start of the 2025 Netball World Youth Cup. The team, who sealed qualification in commanding style by topping the America Zone last year, has been sharpening skills in camp since June. Now they prepare to line up against 19 of the world's best youth teams in pursuit of netball glory. Captain Roxana McLean, already boasting senior international experience, will spearhead the Jamaican campaign. For the first time at this level, Jamaica's squad features players born in England. Rising talents Tori Akinrinlola and Azara Wilmot have been drafted into the team, symbolizing the widening reach of Jamaican netball. The reserves, Desire Martin, Shania Martin, and Mali Akinrinlola, are also in Gibraltar, ensuring that coach Annette Daly will have the full squad of 15 players for the entire tournament.
Oh, I'm definitely pleased. We have all 15 girls going to Gibraltar. I want to say thank you. Thank you to the sponsors. Thank you to Netball Jamaica in working hard for this to come to fruition. So it's important. The 15 girls are there. We will have the bodies as well to get ourselves ready, final days. So we're happy. It's not too late. One of the things we've not been able to confirm for them as it is their per diem payment. And no sporting team travels without that. And it's not a lot, but at least it's something that they, there is a reward for being a part of the national program and for traveling and touring with the team. So that's one of the things we're still fundraising for. But we are, again, had a lot of conversations today, and we hope they'll bear fruit and that we will close the gap completely.
And that's it for Morning News. Join us again at noon for more from our news and sports desk. I'm TK Dawkins. Sunrise comes back to you after this.
You want to see if a country right now?
One thing about Jamaicans, we might have differences, but we know when something is good for all of us. And when we work together against crime and violence, we are stronger than ever. And that's how we know the Citizen Security Plan can work.
That one that name CSP.
The Citizen Security Plan is an initiative of the Ministry of National Security in partnership with the European Union. It's an all-of-government effort to create safer streets and build stronger communities. Go to mns.gov.jm to learn how you can play your part.
From a bold idea in 1995 to years of transforming Jamaican homes and businesses, Design Options has been your partner in style, comfort, and creativity. From fine upholstery to fabrics, curtains, cushions, wallpaper, and custom touches made just for you. Design Options Limited, celebrating style, service, and sophistication. Here's to the next 30 years.
Welcome to JDIC set.
All right, roll the camera now.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Hi, this is Deposit Insurance in a minute. Jamaica Deposit Insurance Corporation protects deposits in commercial banks, merchant banks, and building societies.
What deposit? Deposits are the money you save in the bank or a building society.
For example, savings and checking accounts.
In Jamaican or foreign currencies.
Oh, me get what you say now.
But glad every bank account when me have is protected by the JDIC.
Deposit insurance is automatic and free. I like that, I like that.
Well, them JDIC, money good then.
JDIC. Protecting deposit for you and me. That's good.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
It's time.
Welcome to High School Pitchside. We have another fascinating episode for you.
More matches, more big clashes.
Let's talk about some of the big rivalries coming up this week.
More of your favorite features.
And trust me, you won't fall asleep in this history class.
And of course, we always want to hear from you.
Hear from your alma mater's players and coaches in Team Talk.
You know we can't leave you out. So send us your messages on social media and watch us react on FanView.
And you know we love a good little debate, right, Gio? We've got you covered all season long on High School Pitchside.
High School Pitchside, your ultimate guide to all things schoolboy football, Thursdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV. Where it all begins. The quest to become great. Inspired by those who went before them, these four boys dream of playing in the ISA schoolboy football competitions.
Will you score this for Casey? Will you score? It's a shot, it's a goal!
And it's a shot, and it's a goal! And Casey has won the Manning Cup, and they will play Clarendon College in the Olivia Shield.
All
right, folks, welcome back to Sunrise. We're checking in from 876, but in a few, we're going to be dining like we're in Italy.
That's
right. So think handmade dough, melty mozzarella, or margarita for that matter, and toppings that dance between Italy and Jamaica. We're talking Kaya Pizza, and they're serving up authentic artisan pies right here in Kingston, Jamaica, as well in St. Anne, in Drax Hall, and in Ochi. And to tell us more, we've got the man behind it, the founder, Chef Leonardo Samarco. How are you, Leonardo?
Good morning.
Hi, Chef Leo. Good morning.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Very excited to be here.
Very excited to be here. As a pizza lover,
yes.
when I see this type of dough, Leo, I know it's
a real deal.
It's
right.
authentic.
It's authentic.
But talk
That's
to me about, because there has been a kind of bastardization of pizza, right? Where you're from is the original, it's a home of pizza.
Right. Yes.
So talk to me about what makes a great pizza.
All right, so everything starts from the dough, right? So the selection of the ingredients you utilize to create the dough and to create the pizza itself is something that is very important to keep the product authentic. So what we have tried to do is use a very simple natural dough, which is just 2 ingredients, flour and water, which is then fermented and general yeast, obviously, which is fermented for 24 hours, and it provides a very high digestibility and very light dough. So you could eat it this morning, like we're gonna eat pizzas, you guys are not going to feel bloated after. And then obviously the selection of the toppings. So the selection of local ingredients, which are of high quality. So we work with local farmers from St. Mary, from St. Anne, and we provide all the products from there. So we ensure that the taste is really simple, authentic, very little ingredients, and a very strong taste.
What about the sauce? Because different people treat their marinara sauce differently.
So the trick is the simpler, the better. So again, like the dough is only 3 ingredients, also the tomato sauce is 3 ingredients. We cook it every morning, so we have fresh tomato sauce done daily in the store, and it's just very simple. Olive oil, a little oregano, a little garlic, and
that's it.
But then how does Leonardo from Milan end up in Jamaica?
I was about to ask.
What's your story?
It's a good story. So I moved there because I got a certification in Italy for cooking and pizza course. So I've done a course and I'm certified, and I moved to Jamaica because I wanted to just experience something new. That's how I met Bali, which is the founder of Kaya as well. And his
Bali.
vision and his resources and his support allowed me to create the Kaya pizza together. So we basically joined, put our brain together, and ensure that by me having the knowledge of Italy and the authenticity of the taste, and having the knowledge of what's available in Jamaica, we work together to create the product, and that's how it's happened. And
let me ask you this though, Leo, because I noticed that when it comes to Italian pizza, y'all don't put it in the regular oven, right? You have your brick oven.
Yes, it needs to be very high temperature.
Tell me, is that part of what makes it taste different? So you can always tell.
It definitely does. So the temperature needs to be very high. So we cook at about 900 degrees our pizzas. So it's basically cooked on a stone, a very hot stone, which is a lavic stone. And the temperature goes very high, so in about 90 seconds the pizza is cooked. And you can see also from the crust, you see how it gets very puffy and fluffy, is because obviously the temperature just pushes the dough to rise and gives this pretty look of a very properly cooked pizza with a very fluffy crust. So it's crispy outside, soft inside, and very easy to digest.
What are some of the favorites that they
the
have
toppings,
at Kaya? Because I mean, I don't know, maybe people are coming to Kaya.
I'm ham and cheese.
People are coming to Kaya
pineapple.
for other things.
My pizza has to have pineapples on it. And by the way, people who don't eat pineapple on your pizza, I'm very suspect.
All right, so look at this. When I open Kaya Pizza, I choose not to have Hawaiian pizzas because I'm Italian, and Italians and pineapple on pizza don't really go well together.
I know. We know.
Couple months of I requested. So every person that was coming to have a pizza was asking for the Hawaiian pizzas. I have to give up. So that's also
give it.
I had to give up. So I made you happy.
Thank you.
So Hawaiian is definitely one of
favorite.
Prego. Yes, one of the favorite. And then, as she said, margherita, which is very simple, basil, olive oil, cheese, and tomato, is also a classic. It's my favorite as well because it's very simple, very light, and this is one of the most.
So, would you say it's one of the ones that it feels like simple home comfort food?
Correct. And what we try to do is bring an authentic Italian pizza, but with a Jamaican twist. So sometimes you'll find jerk chicken on the pizzas.
nice.
We have Scotch bonnet. We have ackee and saltfish. We just make a twist. So it's really authentic pizza with this Jamaican taste.
So talk to me about your location now, because persons sometimes, you know, you come, you get the pizza, you go, but sometimes you actually want to come with your family, you want to come with friends, especially the kids, and you want to sit down and come and enjoy. So talk to me about where you're located in Kingston and Drax Hall, as well as Ochi, and can persons come and dine?
Of course. So
have a pizza date.
Exactly.
Yeah. So in Kingston, we are located at 82 Lady Musgrave Road. And we have a very nice dining area, so families and kids can come. We have a lot of seating where they can relax and enjoy. Or you guys on a lunch break can come and have a pizza. And then we have the Draxall location, which is our headquarters, where we open first.
Nice.
We open there, and that's a very nice space. We just open a pickleball court there as well.
So everybody, pickleball is the thing.
So we have that in Ocho Rios now in Draxall. So people are coming to play and then having a pizza.
Right.
We're about to start to work with schools, so we'll have kids coming to play and then having pizzas in the store. So we're creating that. And we just opened Ocho Rios also on 8 Main Street, which is also a very unique location. Very smaller compared to the others, but very welcoming and very chilled. So we have lots of people coming for lunch break, and a lot of locals also enjoying it.
Is only one size you have, or do you have small, medium, large,
we have
or personal
a smaller
pizza?
size, which is like 6 inches, and then we have a 10 to 12 inches, which is what you see here. And we have also calzones, which is the smaller pizza but folded.
Yes. Always love that. Yeah. Always absolutely love that.
Nice.
So in terms of, I know Kaya Pizza is largely pizza, but I know sometimes menus will have, I don't know, wings or fries, or do you have any other things
So
on the
in
menu?
Kingston, we're offering wings and fries at the moment, and we are looking into expanding in few other products, which I'm going to keep for myself for our moment. But we are definitely coming with more products. We are working on expanding it. We're working on improving our size of the oven so we can increase the amount of pizzas we can cook at the same time and host bigger groups. So it's going very well.
I love that.
Well, guess what? People...
I'm salivating already.
I'm salivating. So they believe in hot pizza ready. And so we've been baking one in the kitchen. And guess what? It's ready.
In Chef Leo's special oven, by the way.
Yes.
I couldn't have you guys eat cold pizza.
Pizza, please.
All right.
I love that Kaya Pizza. Thank you, Chef.
You're welcome. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
How you doing?
Oh, hi, Chef Renardo. How are you?
Hi, Chef.
I'm good.
Thank you so much. What you have for us this morning?
So I have a vegetable pizza.
Sure. All right,
It's
fly
one
the
of
box
our
this.
Oh, it's one of your best sellers?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Okay, nice.
Nothing like a hot pizza, guys. Listen, when you have a hot pizza and everything is just so lovely.
Like you guys need to wait actually like 1 minute or less because it's going to be too hot. But we're going to cut it and
Okay, sure. By the way, Chef Leo, where are you on social media? Where can we find you guys?
Kaya.pizza is at Kaya.pizza is our Instagram page. And that's where we post mostly of our events or new things or partnerships.
So if I'm having like an office thing and I want to order 5,
yes,
I can just call order.
Yes, you can call the store, and in about usually a pizza takes 90 seconds, so we can cook in about 15 to 20 minutes. Your 5 pizza will be ready.
Oh, nice!
You can call in and come pick it up and leave very quick.
That's what you call expeditiously.
Yes,
okay.
we really strive to ensure that timing is really something that.
So what are you putting on it now, Chef Leo?
Just fresh olive oil, so it just gives that fresh taste. Again, it's simple ingredients that gives that taste.
Right.
So
let's get to cutting. I love that. I've actually been hearing about Kaya, guys, and that the pizza is amazing, and I'm so happy that they're here this morning. So if you're wanting to try some new pizza, just something different, Kaya Pizza is here for you. Yeah, and tomorrow's Friday, it's pizza night.
And guess what? It's a proper Italian crust, so you don't have to worry about, oh no, my trainer says.
Lucky.
It's very simple, it's very light, highly digestible. You guys won't feel bloated, I promise.
Thank
Please
you.
enjoy.
All right, yes.
Please enjoy.
Thank you, Chef. All right, Dennis is working it.
There you go.
Beautiful. Bon appetit.
So this is a vegetable pizza, so we have sweet peppers, mushroom, olives, onions, and fresh basil as well. So it's very easy, very light. And those are all Jamaicans' vegetables. So you guys should taste your homeland in it. It's not just about the good pizza, but it's about good Jamaican vegetable.
This is
Anyone want
perfect.
peas? That one name who beg now get and una beg no one.
This is perfect. Our guests have been Chef Leonardo Samarco and, of course, Chef Renardo serving a breakfast courtesy of Kaya Pizza
Guys,
this morning.
go to Kaya today.
No,
Oh, and look,
Today.
look, once you finish that with the crust, you can just dip the crust in the olive oil and taste that. So it gives a little
Look here.
touch.
You can imagine about one of them pizza in air traffic.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
this is it. Yeah, bon appetit.
Bon appetit. We're going to be taking a quick break. We'll be right back. We'll be wave chasing when we return. Stay with us.
You sure about that?
Is a key priority for the Jamaica Customs Agency. The JCA will remain vigilant and resolute in effectively fulfilling this mandate. The time brought to you by the Jamaica Customs Agency is 7:15 a.m.
Get ready for Jesus 2025, 25th Jubilee Year of Hope with Father Holong and Friends, a celebration of faith and the life of Jesus Christ at the National Arena. Gala shows on September 27 to 28 and October 4 to 5. Tickets adults $2,000 and $3,000, children $1,200. All proceeds support missionaries of the poor. Get your tickets now. Call 876-774-7350 or 876-809-5877. Jesus 2025. You can't afford to miss it.
It was rough. Every time the rain fall, the whole place wet up. I have to put the kids' them book in a bag until the place dry out. Ah boy, I couldn't afford a new roof. Then one day, Ross tell me about a grant I can get through the government. So I sent a letter to the ministry telling them wagwan. The officers came, them do them inspection where I was able to go to the hardware store, get the supply so my roof could have been fixed. I don't think I ever see my kids them smile so much yet. That means everything to me. The Ministry of Economic, Growth and Job Creation make my life better.
Where it all begins. The quest to become great. Inspired by those who went before them, these four boys dream of playing in the ISA schoolboy football competitions.
Will you score this for Casey? Will you score? It's a shot! It's a goal!
And it's a shot, and it's a goal! And Casey has won the Manning Cup, and they will play Clarendon College in the Olivia Shield. And that's what you love to see. They may be rivals, but the camaraderie is what it's all about. Can't wait for the final.
When the bus the man, I want to watch my son play finals for CVM, you know.
But mums, you can't watch it on CVM website, man.
Boy, my son score, my son score, my son score, my son score.
Greatness begins here.
Well, I gotta tell you, you gotta stay fit and work off all that pizza. I gotta say big ups to Leo and
Gnarly,
the entire
dude.
Kaya pizza family. And as we are eating pizza, we're also keeping fit, healthy, and strong. And who knows, also looking to represent our country, Jamaica, land we love. So glad to have you back with us, and so glad that you're staying right here on Sunrise. Now, fresh from competing at the World Surf Championship in El Salvador. Our next guest, Elishima Sharma, the Superman, and he is Superman, I gotta tell you. Yeah, Beckford, yeah, Chantalaba, has been doing really cool things in the world of water sports. He began surfing at the age of 6 years, guys, 6 years old, and became known as Jamaica's first professional surfer, and is now inspiring a new generation to take to the waves. Good morning.
Morning, Sharma.
Good morning.
How are you?
Doing lovely. Thank you for having me.
How does one start surfing at 6?
Yeah.
I can see somebody start. If you started surfing at 6, when you start swimming?
Well, you start swimming a little bit younger than that, you know, because I have a lot of older siblings. I'm the youngest of 7. I have 5 older sisters and an older brother, and you know, when you're the youngest, you just get tossed into it. So, yeah, started swimming, almost drowned at least a dozen times as a little youth. But I guess that's a part of learning, you know, make you stronger.
So how did the surfing come into being?
So surfing, we live really close. We live in Bull Bay.
Okay.
So really close to a surfing family, the Wilmots.
The Wilmots, yeah.
Yeah, man. So Ika Wilmot, who is one of the brothers, the Wilmot brothers, got me into surfing as a youngster. Maybe to impress one of my sisters. But,
but look who is that representing the country now.
Yeah, grateful.
So let me ask you, Superman, because normally when I see, you know, one thing, when you're looking at something on the TV, I can't do that. That's easy until you actually have to do it.
You ever go Moon Palace and try the little surfing?
I've never even been on that. I'm afraid.
I've tried many times. You go on and you just drop.
I just think I'm gonna bust my face.
You need to have core strength.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like it's all in your core, and you just.
My core is a pillow right now. and it's not until you do these things you realize that it's a pillow.
It's hard, man.
So what does it take, Sharma, to be a surfer at your level?
As surfers would say, if you don't start before 9, you probably will never be a pro surfer, you know?
Oh, wow.
It's something that takes a lot of time. It's easy to get into, but the technicalities of it, you know, it gets more and more complex as you get better. Surfboards change, conditions change, because remember, you're dealing with the ocean.
Yeah.
It's very unpredictable.
Right.
So a lot of being in the moment and learning how to read and navigate the water and what waves going to do what, and you know, where you're going to get opportunities from, where to sit, where to paddle. So it's very, very complex.
Technical.
Yeah, man, very technical.
So like how you'd have, you know, in athletics, you talk about the drive phase, you talk about the middle and the ending.
Exactly.
For surfers, you guys have all of that technical stuff to do as well.
Definitely, and even more so because if you're a track athlete, right, you train for the 100 meter. You show up, the track is there.
Yeah.
As a professional surfer, you go to wherever to compete. You have 20 minutes to surf with 4 other people in the water. If you don't get that opportunity, you can't display your skills at the highest level. You get me? So luck comes into play, but also ocean knowledge. You know, like you really have to be aware and know what you're doing. So
you mentioned Bull Bay, and I remember speaking to someone who is a strong swimmer from Bull Bay, and I remember one thing she said is you have to trust the people who know the place.
Yeah.
So like when you go there, especially like you go beach or you go wherever, listen to the locals.
Definitely.
What's it like when you go into a new space, if you don't know, and it's not Bull Bay?
Yeah.
What kind of research you have to do, what kind of preparation so that you can deliver the goods in that place?
Well, honestly, I've been surfing for so long. It's like there's a general rule that goes into surfing and you know, like ocean awareness, and it kind of translates to wherever I go in the world. What differs sometimes is the wave energy. Yeah. So here in the Caribbean, we get really good waves, but the power is not as powerful as if you go somewhere that's open to like Pacific swell or open ocean swell, which El Salvador, where I was just, the waves are crazy. You know, a lot of power, a lot of energy. So preparing for that is just being peak fitness, and as I say, surfers are in the moment, so you have to adapt as things change.
So talk to me about El Salvador and what's that competition about? What in terms of what does that mean? Is that like was that a big surfing competition?
It
and
was.
what was it like representing Jamaica?
Yeah, this was one of the many times representing
Is that
Jamaica.
you on the screen now?
Yeah, that's actually in El Salvador right
wow.
there. Yeah, this competition was the World Surfing Games. So this is seeding for next year's event, which is an Olympic qualifier. So next year is the first Olympic qualifier. So it was a great honor to represent my country. You know, I was there with a good team, a good group of people. We need to get more girls involved in surfing. Yeah, I took my niece with me on the trip. She came along with Gabby Chung, Ali Al-Khatib, just for the experience and to surf some different waves and see what the level is. But it was a great competition.
What I'd love to understand about the competition is the competitive element of it. Like, how do you win? How do you come second? Is it something that's judged?
Yeah.
Is it something?
And what are they judging you on?
Like how do you win?
Yeah. All right. Let me try to break it down as best as possible. So you have 20 minutes. They do it by heats, right? Each heats have 4 people. You have a panel of 5 judges. You get scored out of 10. They score you for speed, power, flow, critical maneuvers in the critical part of the wave. So the steeper the wave, or the bigger the wave, is the higher scoring potential. You know? So
there are moves that you do that like...
Yeah, so different turns, different aerial maneuvers, and how you execute them with, full control is, reflects in your score. But
so if you don't follow the surfboard and stuff like that.
Exactly, so falling will really hurt a score,
Yeah.
But surfing is a very suggestive sport at the same time because, everybody's style is different and approach is different. So although you have those core things that they look for, it's still influenced by somebody's style.
So like how normally, football has the referee on the field. With them own a referee out there, I watch. Where are they sitting? Where are these judges?
The judges are in a tower looking out. You don't ever see the judges.
Oh, wow.
You don't ever see the judges. You just have a commentator saying, your last wave was X and X score. You need 5.5 to regain the lead, blah, blah, blah. And you have 20 minutes. And they score you on your best 2 waves. So your top 2 scores go towards your final score.
So where did you rank in the final?
So Jamaica overall finished 30-something out of 60-something countries.
Oh, wow.
That's a good finish. That's not bad
It's a good finish, but honestly, it wasn't my best performance because I have such high standards for myself now, So I'm grateful to, be doing so well still, but we won the gold medal.
But guess what? You could do something in Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Tell me about that. When is that coming up?
So Puerto Rico, I leave for Puerto Rico on the 6th of October, and it's a trip I'm really looking forward to because the first event I have in Puerto Rico, well, it's a string of like 4 events. The first one is the biggest in Puerto Rico. Last year I finished runner-up, I got 2nd place.
Nice.
And this is competing against guys that are on the world tour and surfing the highest level. So Puerto Rico is, has a special place in my heart. And the way the water moves, remember we were speaking about that earlier, is very similar to Jamaica, the energy of the waves. So I get in sync with it really quick,
Nice. Well, where can we support you, Superman? Because, you're here on Sunrise Now, and we're very grateful for your presence here this morning because when Jamaicans are doing well, we want to be able to support you guys and give you the energy and the push. Where can we find you on social media so that we can contribute and say, yo, Superman out there and watch it, I want to know.
Yeah, Shama the Superman.
Create a hype around it.
Yeah, definitely, because surfing, there's a stigma around water in Jamaica in general. Remember we were talking about, but surfing is a sport that is rapidly growing worldwide. You have countries like El Salvador that are capitalizing on surfing and making it their whole, tourist thing. Surf tourism is a big thing. So I guess I would want Jamaicans to see the value in surfing and see the value in supporting surfers.
Yeah.
I get support from companies and none of them are Jamaican-based or Caribbean-based. I get surfboards for free from a company in Australia. But just things like that, just raising awareness. Going on this trip now. This is all funded by me because this isn't international like World Games where I'm definitely representing Jamaica. No doubt I'm always waving the flag, but this is a professional event. So all tickets, all entry fees, all accommodations funded by me.
Well, we wish you all the best, Superman, and may you continue to soar and continue to, represent our country and represent yourself and your family as well.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
And thank you for doing that.
And you're coming surfing, remember?
I will. I actually will. You know me, I want a challenge. My come on the beach, I'll stand on the sand, but I'm just saying.
Blame our mother.
Blame
our mother. No water.
No, under that. No swimming allowed. Exclamation. Mommy, see you. Yes. But Superman, thank you so very much.
Thank you for having me. All right, our guest has been Shama Beckford, Superman, on the surfboard, adding yet another sport of domination under Jamaica's belt. Sunrise is going to be right back. Don't go nowhere now. Stay.
Is paving the way to becoming a republic or future or choice. The time by the Ministry of Legal and Constitutional Affairs is
7:30.
Are you ready for something mega? Mega Mart's giving away a brand new 2025 Hyundai Tucson. Second prize, a mega shopping spree. Third prize, 30,000 monthly shopping spree. Okay, break it down for them.
Spend $6,500 or more before GCT. Fill out the entry form on your receipt. Drop it in the box. That's it.
Get ready for Jesus 2025, 25th Jubilee Year of Hope with Father Holong and Friends, a celebration of faith and the life of Jesus Christ at the National Arena. Gala shows on September 27 to 28 and October 4 to 5. Tickets adults $2,000 and $3,000, children $1,200. All proceeds support missionaries of the poor. Get your tickets now. Call 876-774-7350 or 876-809-5877. Jesus 2025. You can't afford to miss it.
Getting the keys to your own home is a feeling many cannot describe. It's a moment we all hope for and a dream that all Jamaicans have. The new social housing program is the difference between a dream and reality. The government, through the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation, is building hope, one home at a time.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winfred Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more.
We're back here on Sunrise, and guess what? If you've been following ISSA's schoolboy football season, you already know it's shaping up to be an exciting one. The dominance of Kingston College could be under threat, and this year we have newcomers from Hillel Academy up there in Cherry Garden stepping onto the pitch with their first ever appearance. Joining us this morning, we have Coach Sean Fraser, along with team leaders Marley Robert, Jordan Kennedy, and Christian Rosen. Gentlemen, welcome to the program. How are you?
I'm good.
You
Fine,
good?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm good, thank you.
Hillel Academy. People might say it's out of nowhere, but I've been to some football matches at Hillel back in the day. Tell me about the Hillel story. Yes, Coach.
All right. Honestly, it's a school I've been watching back in the days when I was at Woolmer's. When I got the opportunity to come to Hillel, it was a no-brainer for a lot of reasons. A lot of youngsters there. Get there, work my first day. I saw there was enormous talents. But the program was like Pepsi, Colts, only U14, U16. I had a vision. I sold it to the principal. I sold it to Mr. Bennett, Auntie Laurie. They agreed with me. They gave me their backing, and the rest is history.
What kind of a system do you play? Is it that are you a system coach? Are you flexible? Do you change system during the course of the game?
For me personally, I know a lot of coaches will be watching this to try to get into.
No, you don't have to get into too much.
But
yeah.
I'm going to be honest. I play players that are very versatile. What I do at Hillel is create football players, not just a wing back, a right back, a left back, center backs. I try to create a wholesome football player. In other words, I can move a player from left back to top midfield or to striker because they have to understand my philosophy. You have to be able to understand Christian's functions, Marley's functions, Jordan's function. It is very important that they understand each other's functions so the team can be cohesive, can work together. I play different systems depending on the game. I focus on my strengths, not on the opponent's weaknesses only. So it's a cohesive thing together in order for us to get a result.
All right. So introduce yourself and tell Jamaica where you play. What do you play more often than not?
All right. My name is Christian Rosen, and I'm a centre mid for Hillel.
I'm Jordan Kennedy, and I'm an attacking player for Hillel Academy.
I'm Marley Robert, and I'm a sentiment / striker, attacking player for Hillel.
What excites you about the Hillel project? Like when you as part of the team, the cohesiveness, what excites you about the Hillel?
All right, so when I first came to Hillel, the program wasn't near to what it is now. Like coach truly transformed it, and it made it into a school that people were like, know of playing football. Because before that, we didn't enter. And coach really brought it to Hillel.
What do you think is like the potential? How far do you think you can go in this your first season? You think you can be an upsetter?
To be honest, I believe that we can go to finals.
We can go to the finals?
Yes.
You're in that mind?
Yeah, I'm in that mindset. I just want to go all the way forward, you know. We've been given this opportunity, why not make the most of it?
When you hear these things, Coach, how do you feel? You've been getting your message across?
It makes my work a little bit tougher, a little bit harder, because if my players have those beliefs, I have to back them 100%. I'm not going to have a player that believes that he can go to the finals and not put that belief in the entire team. I think they're good enough players. I mean, we are very young, apart from Marley, Jordan, and David Youngsang. I think we retain everybody for next season, which is very, very good, because these two are perfect examples to pass on to them. But it's not going to be easy. I mean, the game against Wolmer's was very, very tough. We lost 3-0, but I think the game is not a reflection of the scoreline. I think the boys, they played very, very hard. They played to instructions, but unfortunately, at the end of the day, inexperience was the difference. So that will be our factor this year. Just the inexperience, but other than that, they're gaining. So you have to lose first to learn how to win.
And really, sometimes the performance is more important. The scoreline, of course, is important, but sometimes the performance is even more important than the scoreline at the end of the day, and especially depending on where the project is. You have like a 2-3 year project in mind where it's going, and
I wouldn't say 2-3 years. I have like a 5-year project. To be honest, we have some youngsters that coming from the prep school, from Liberty, Mona, Peter and Paul getting into school. They're the future of the school. So if you notice in the first game that we played against Meadowbrook, I put a 12-year-old on the field. That has never been done before in Issa. It's not because he's good enough, but because I want to show people that we have the potential to compete at any different level. I have a few more that you will see during the course of the season that will join these youngsters there. So it's a long process, and it will take time. But what I want is, I want people to understand that it's not all about winning at the end of the day. It's about development. So if we're winning and developing at the same time, then I achieve my goal. But at the end of the day, it's all about developing these players into better human beings, not just football players.
Thank you. Thank you very much. of course, the team from Hillel here in studio. You can watch schoolboy football right here on CVM TV. So we've had Coach Sean Fraser along with team leaders Marley Robert, Jordan Kennedy, and Christian Rosen. Remember, you can catch it all here, of course, right on CVM. Our website at cvmtv.com or on YouTube. You can watch it there. There's more sunrise when we return. We're wrapping up.
People nothing at distance, some listen on radio, some watch it on TV too. Country Antonio night, we want
a war of attrition is at hand.
Schoolboy football, run come, look one, look all. Which team are the best and I go better than the rest, and if your team beat your chest, schoolboy football.
Is the Aedes aegypti mosquito that spreads the Zika, chikungunya, and dengue viruses. Search for its breeding sites and destroy them.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
The time by the Ministry of Health and Wellness is 7:45.
We know you're making every dollar work harder, choosing carefully, buying what you need, and making it stretch as far as you can. That's why Grace is giving shoppers discounts on over 20 of your favorite Grace products when you cash out at participating supermarkets. It's our way of helping you sweeten moments together, share more meals, and take care of the people you love. Make a good move with Holipa savings from Grace.
ISA Schoolboy Football 2025 Round 1 kicks on Saturday, September 20 from St. Elizabeth Technical High School. The big derby takes the spotlight. St. Elizabeth Technical lock horns with longtime rivals Monroe College in a St. Elizabeth derby. CVM TV, CVMTV.com and CVM TV on YouTube bring you the fever pitch atmosphere at 3:30 p.m. Before that, BB Coke takes on Sydney Pagan STEM at 1 p.m. in another St. Elizabeth derby. See it happen live and exclusive on CVM TV, CVMTV.com and CVM TV on YouTube. That's Stets versus Monroe College at 3:30 p.m. and BB Coke versus Sydney Pagan STEM at 1 p.m. It's time.
Welcome to High School Pitchside. We have another fascinating episode for you.
More matches, more big clashes.
Let's talk about some of the big rivalries coming up this week.
More of your favorite features.
And trust me, you won't fall asleep in this history class.
And of course, we always want to hear from you.
Hear from your alma mater's players and coaches in Team Talk.
You know we can't leave you out. So send us your messages on social media and watch us react on FanView.
And you know we love a good little debate, right, Gio? We've got you covered all season long on High School Pitchside.
High School Pitchside, your ultimate guide to all things schoolboy football, Thursdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
All right, they say a kid shall lead them, a child shall lead them, and I'm always happy when I see the kids. Let me tell you, when I see a happy child, when I see a protected child, a loved child, my heart is filled with so much gratitude because I know that more than likely they are going to be better and great adults. Now, at age 11, my biggest challenge in life was trying to spell Mississippi. Who remember that? M-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-P-P-I, Mississippi. And we're playing with like cartridge paper and playing Dandy Shandy. And we're also playing Bend Down Stocky. But our next little guests are out here acing CSEC subjects like math, English, and human and social biology before they even hit high school. Joining us this morning in Kids Unfiltered are 11-year-olds Pure Robinson and Jair James, along with their teacher. Kamo is at Mahako, very well, from Kemet Masai Academy. Good morning, lady and gentlemen. How are you?
Good morning.
Lovely to... No. Come on. 11, CSEC math, English, yes, and human and social biology?
And City and Guilds maths and English.
And City and Guilds math and English. First of all, how?
Well, this is a tradition at our school. So we expose our students from grade 1 to the CSEC subjects, we start teaching them some graph, some algebra. As they go up in the classes, then we'll see who has the aptitude for it. And once we see that aptitude, then we push them to do the City and Guild Stage 3 and the CSEC subjects.
And by grade 1 age, they're what age at grade 1?
6 years old.
6 years old.
Yes.
So talk to me about the name of your school, first of all.
Yes.
What does it mean? What's the significance?
Well, Kemet Masai Academy. So Kemet was the name of ancient Egypt, and we are very much steeped in our knowledge of African history. Our students have to know themselves. The Maasai are a group of people from East Africa, and they are known for, being tall and
fit,
regal, right? So our motto at our school is stand tall, jump high. So that's an inspiration.
And the
for
Maasai
us.
people jump very high.
Yes, they
very
do.
high. Where are you guys located? Where's
We're
the
in
school?
Greater Portmore.
In Greater Portmore. All right, Pure. What was it like for you to sit these exams and get back those wonderful results?
Felt really good, and it was such a pleasure doing at Miss Kemet Masai Academy, and it just felt really good.
And how old are you?
I'm 12 years old.
You're 12 years old, and you're Jair. Jair, how old are you?
11.
11. And what subjects did you take?
Math and human and social biology.
So talk to me about, I mean, at that little age, at that young age, studying so hard, when did you fit time into play and have fun?
Well, normally I would study first, and probably like 1 or 2 hours before bed I would play.
Okay. So what subjects do you love?
I love human and social biology.
Okay. And what do you want to be when you grow up?
A pianist or an architect.
Or an architect. And you, Pure?
I want to be a lawyer.
You want to be a lawyer. What is it like at school with your friends? I mean, you guys seem very brilliant over there. What is it like going to that school?
It was fun.
Exciting?
Yeah.
Yeah? Who are some of your friends at school?
Amari Chamberlain, Cedron Campbell, Jair James.
Yeah.
Any of the girls?
Nordica Russell, Genesis James. Yeah, that's.
So when persons, for example, Jair, think that, okay, no, Jair and Pure and Nordica, they're too young. They can't manage human and social biology. They can't manage CSEC, right? And parents may not want you guys to be studying so hard. What would you say to parents who have children who want to be like you guys?
Well, the children, they should, if they want to do something, the parents should encourage it.
Should encourage it. So I get, Miss, this is the uniform.
Yes, this is our uniform.
Very well, very well. A parent watching right now who might be thinking, okay, I need to get my child in this school. Maybe their child is gifted, or they notice they have a particular aptitude, and they may feel like the regular school system is not helping their child. How can they get into your institution?
Well, at the Kemet Masai Academy, that is our philosophy, getting parents on board who have that mindset of wanting more.
Yeah.
So once they come to us, they tend to already be in that frame of mind, so they readily embrace it. We also have a YouTube channel, Kemet Masai Academy, where I think right now we have over 600 videos. That is for PEP, so all areas of PEP, as well as CSEC mathematics. And another big thing that we do is student motivation. So we have, I think, 70 videos on student motivation. So in order for us to achieve what we do at the school, our students have to be motivated. For you to tell an 11-year-old you're going to do CSEC and City and Guilds, the motivation has to be a big part. So every day, for 1 hour, the first hour of each day is motivation.
Wow. How young do you take them? From what age to what age?
From 6 years old.
From 6 years old too?
Yes. We go all the way up to, so if we have students who, because we do CSEC, so we also take teenagers who have that in mind to do, right? So they fall right in place. Persons who need remedial work.
Like Patrick. Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Persons who need remedial work also, because we do them simultaneously, and our timetable is structured to accommodate remedial work and advanced work. That's
all right. Where can we call you? Because I know parents right now want to write down this number.
So it's 876-770-1148, and go on YouTube, Kemet Masai Academy. I always say pitch your tent, because there's just so much on the channel for persons who want to master PEP. We have live PEP videos. We go through the past papers as well as other PEP videos and CSEP math videos.
Very well. He who hath ears, let them